MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball comes your way next. Zach Plesac will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So striding forward now, Elvis Andrus. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Now the 2-0.
Nope, that's down.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, 83 degrees here at first pitch. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Gonzalez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 23, Andrew Benintendi.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 287 the average coming in. 23 homers and 59 RBIs. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And it's fouled away. Benintendi, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-1 down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
That is it. The third baseman.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoán Moncada. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In there, 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. White Sox strand a couple. White Sox nothing. Indians coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Lance Lynn gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Striding into the box, Stephen Kwan. We show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Andres waits on it. 1 down.
Batting second. Not shortstop. Rosario.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now the pitch. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Grounded weakly to the left. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third. The third baseman. Ramirez.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside. 1-0. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
In now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Ramirez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. One left for the Tribe. Still no score.
Leading off to the White Sox.
At the plate, Andrew Vaughn. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Oscar Coles. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 281 the average entering play. 9 homers, 39 driven in. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting it.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
The 0-2 once more.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Josh Bell, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Robert is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6. The first baseman,
At the plate, Josh Naylor. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. In time to first, and there were two away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Coming to the plate now, Oscar Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lynn steps into his windup. Here's the delivery.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. In there, 1-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball three. Bases are empty here with two men out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he takes ball four, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a two-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now in the box, Zach Collins, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. One strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. So stepping in, Evan Scobe. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Evan Scobe.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Popped him up. Ramirez over to his right. 1 down. So with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He flied out leading off the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Anderson an 0-2 hole here.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Eloy Jimenez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he fouls this one off. Hops this one up. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Roll. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
Luis Robert is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1-0. Here it is.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Miles Straw. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here's the pitch.
Hey!
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Benintendi. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And look there at the standings from the AL Central as you see where the White Sox find themselves coming into today's action. Ready for another chance? Stephen Kwan. He flew out in his last at-bat. And the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. Their second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
In now, Jose Ramirez down the first baseline. He's got it. Andrus relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. So here's Yoan Moncada. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on to get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Fouled away. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 25, Andrew Vaughn.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Vaughn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Into the box now, Oscar Coles. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is offline.
Now that's second base.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Up next for Chicago, Hanser Alberto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The 2-1 home. Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Into the box, Andres Jimenez. He singled his last time up.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here comes the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set and the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Ready now, Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the belt, the pitch, and it's fouled away. Naylor, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Robert, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Digging in, Oscar Gonzalez. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Digging in now, Zach Collins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Lynn comes set. Here's the 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Indians 1 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the White
Striding in, Hanser Alberto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Alberto.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a
Lays
ball.
off 1-0. Line towards center field. Strong is right there, 1 down.
The batter, the catcher, Evan Go.
Stepping up now, Evan Skobe, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 23, Andrew Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The set and the 1-0.
Look out, 1-1.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Standing in, Miles Straw. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. In there, strike 2.
A big curveball right there. He's able to steal a strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Hit hard to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And there's one down now.
Now batter, left fielder, Steven Kwan.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steven Kwan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
High in the air out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and up next the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Luis Robert. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nick Scanlon takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 52, Nick Scanlon.
From the stretch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, one there. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the third baseman, Yoan Moncada. First pitch on its way. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Misses, ball two. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Two out, nobody on. Inside with the curveball. Bit too much break, and it's ball four.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Ready now for the White Sox, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
That evens it up, 1-1. Two out with the man at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. White Sox leave one. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jose Ramirez. He'll get the 6th inning started for Cleveland.
Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just missed above the zone. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Now the 3-0 offering. High fly ball out to deep right field. Center fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Jimenez very well could find himself starting the upcoming Midsummer Classic. He currently leads All-American League second baseman in All-Star votes.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
To first, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Josh Bell.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Josh Bell. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
On its way is pitch number 75. Josh Naylor is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Lynn gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 Indians. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Oscar Coles.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Number 23 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 23.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Hanser Alberto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Evan Go.
Digging in and looking for more, Evan Skog, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right there for strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Takes that one for strike 2 on the inside corner.
2-2.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Ronaldo Lopez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ronaldo Lopez.
Now to the plate, Oscar Gonzalez. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lopez has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lopez has pitched just under 60 innings with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Zach Collins. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Smoked on the ground, left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Miles Straw. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way.
Yeah. 0-1 for count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Elvis Andrus. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
James Koberchek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Koberchek, originally from New York State, he was a 9th round pick back in 2017.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
0-2 the count to Benintendi.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
The 0-2 delivery. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Settling in now, Eloy Jimenez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kwan is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 2-0. Aaron Bummer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Stephen Kwan. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So striding in, Ahmed Rosario, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch of the at-bat. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. A runner at first with no outs here. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike now. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Two and 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2 and 2. Swing and a liner. Foul.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Emmanuel Clase comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Luis Robert.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
Up next to the right side, the third baseman, Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Nope.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Slice down the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Andrew Vaughn. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 pitch on the way. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
The 3-1 drilled to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Anderson.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line towards center field. Strong is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. The Indians earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Zach Plesac earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Lance Lynn pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Emmanuel Clase hammers down the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.